The Raptors continue to impress me night in, night out. And I mean, this road trip has had, a lot of crazy things happen on it. Obviously, the first game against the Pelicans, you win that game. However, you lose Lowry and Ibaka midway through, and we're like, oh my God, this road trip is crazy. You need those guys. Then they're down, and it doesn't look pretty. You win that game, whoop-de-doo. You went to LA to take on the Lakers, a team who's won 7 straight games without Lowry and Ibaka, and you beat them. Huge statement game for the Raptors there. Then you go on in the second night of a back-to-back. OG Anunoby gets injured really early on in the ball game from Kawhi Leonard. And so now you don't have Lowry, Ibaka, or OG Anunoby, and you're on the second night of a back-to-back, and unfortunately they lose to the LA Clippers, or to the LA Clippers by 10. But that's not bad, considering they had a lead heading into the fourth quarter. Just they got tired near the end, and they lost to the Clippers. Oh well. Then you go into today against Portland, in Portland, a really good basketball team, struggling so far this year, though. They're 3-7 in their last 10 games. They have not started the year very good. However, Lillard and CJ McCollum, you cannot count those guys out. And the Raptors today, without Lowry, without Ibaka, without OG Anunoby, no problem. They do an impeccable job matching basket for basket with the Portland Trail Blazers. And at some points in the ball game, they ran away with it, especially in the fourth quarter. They just looked, sorry, not the fourth quarter. It was in the third quarter where the Raptors ran away with this one. It was incredible to watch. This team played today. Fred VanVleet, incredible. Pascal Siakam, remarkable. Terrence Davis continues to impress me every game. And Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, look, this guy has done nothing but ball since he's been thrown in the fire, really. I mean, obviously he played 3 games, I think it was, with the Raptors now. He had some garbage time, but he played against the Lakers. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds in 15 minutes. Great job there. Then he played against the Clippers. 9 points, 9 boards. I mean, he didn't shoot the ball very well, but he had 9 points and 9 rebounds. Huge there. And today, balled. 16 points, 11 rebounds. And a lot of his rebounds were hard-fought rebounds, right? How many offensive boards was it? I know he had quite a few of them, actually. He had 8 offensive rebounds, did Rondé Hollis. 8 of his 11 boards were on the offensive glass. Huge job by Rondé Hollis-Jefferson today. Continues to impress me. Making Masai Ujiri look like an absolute god. I mean, we already think he's an absolute god, but he's continuously making us feel like he is. And this Raptor team is unbelievable. Now, first quarter, not very pretty though. 30-23 in favor of the Portland Trail Blazers. But then the second quarter, the things turn around. The Raptors find a way to get back into it. They win that quarter by 8, 31-23. And just like that, you're up by 1. I think it was like 53, 52 or something like that at the half. I'm trying to find it here. And I lost it. But it was something like that at halftime. So you got the 1-point lead. You're still in the ball game. They're on the second night of a back-to-back. The fact that you had that little bit of a lead is good. You're not letting them run away with it early and then, try and crawl back late. No, you stay with them at halftime, and then you come out in the third quarter and you dominate. And that is exactly what happened. The middle frames for the Raptors were incredible. They won that third quarter 33-25. The defense was awesome. Fred VanVleet's offense, incredible. At one point in the third quarter, the Raptors' offense was kind of scuffling a little bit, but Fred, steady Freddy. Knocked down 3 or 4 threes in that third quarter. He had at least 10 points in that third quarter. He was incredible. Keeping the team afloat, letting everybody get into the swing of things. Then Pascal got hot in the third, and then it just kind of took off from there. The Raptors' 1-point lead turns into 9 after 3 quarters of play. Great job by the Raps in the second and third quarters, building that lead up after being down 7 after 1, crawling back, and after 3 quarters, you lead by 9. An amazing job by the Raptors there. And then the fourth, it's closing time. You got to find a way to get it done. Early on, the Raptors weren't. And they took off Pascal Siakam to give him a little bit of a rest. Then they came back and tied it. Then they put Pascal back out there. Goes to work. Raptors win 114-106 over the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, this game, like I said, was just incredible. Watching this team today continues to show me why this Raptor team is dominant. Why this team is one of the best teams still in the NBA. because they fight. No Lowry, no Ibaka, no OG. Okay, they're like, okay, well, you got to get something from somebody else. Well, as I said, Terrence Davis and Hollis-Jefferson have done incredible jobs. And at least, Hollis-Jefferson's done great in all 3 games he's played. Terrence Davis in this game and the Lakers game, he was incredible. These guys are stepping up because the Raptors need them to. And you got to remember, guys, and I love to say this, Hollis-Jefferson is 24 years of age. Terrence Davis, 22 years of age. They are very young players, a lot of give. And, I mean, you look at the, everyone's talking about this, a lot of turnover happening and Giannis this and Giannis that. If Giannis doesn't happen, oh well, so be it. But you got to remember what this core looks like, guys. Siakam, 25. Fred, 25. Rondé, 24. Again, this is going off of 3 games of Hollis-Jefferson. I'm just kind of trying to give you guys an idea of what we're looking at here. Rondé is 24. Terrence Davis is only 22 years old. Norman Powell was awful today, but he's only 26 years old. This team is young. And how old's Boucher? I think he's a little bit older. He's 26. This team is young. They're very talented. And this team this team's not going anywhere. The Raptors are going to continue to fight playoff appearances year after year because look at the core that they have, look at the age of the core, and this team looks great. I'm excited. This game just really got me hyped because I continue to see, I'm sitting in my seat. I'm sitting on my couch watching this game, and I'm thinking to myself, wow. I'm seeing Pascal do some crazy spins, a spin around fade, an ISO 3. And he's knocking these down. I'm just sitting there like, holy smokes, this guy's incredible. I mean, he's definitely taking strides. Let's get to the stats here real quickly, guys. All right. Raptors shoot 46% from the field. They hold the Portland Trailblazers to only 40% from the field. Raptors shoot 44% from beyond the arc, 14 for 32, whereas the Trailblazers shoot 35%, 17 for 48. And from the free throw line, the Raptors continue to show that they are one of the best teams in the NBA at the free throw line. 16 for 17 from the line, 94% from the line. The one miss was Pascal Siakam, which was an N1, but one miss ain't going to kill you. Raptors rebounding. Now get this. And this is the play of Rondé Hollis-Jefferson that's really coming out. Raptors out-rebounded the Blazers 50-43. And this is the number that I love. They out-rebounded them on the offensive glass 14-11. And as I said earlier in the video, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson had 8 of those 14. It just tells you the type of guy he is. He's a scrapper. He's a grinder. And look at the guys he's gone up against. I saw him guard Lillard quite a few times today, and we saw him guard LeBron James in LA. I'm just saying, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is continuously showing that he deserves a bigger role, and I think he's getting it. I think it's well-deserved. I'm excited. I'm really, really jacked up. Assists, Raptors had 20 assists in the ball game. A little bit lower than we're used to seeing, but again, 20 assists is a solid number to have. 4 steals to their 3, 9 blocks to their 7. We had 13 turnovers to their 12. Again, not a big issue there. Points in the paint, the Raptors just dominated. Full-on dominated. But, I mean, you look at their big guys aren't really scorers, right? Their scorers are their perimeter guys of Lillard and McCollum. Raptors outscored them in the points in the paint 50-22. Just straight up dominated them inside the paint. But, again, like I said, Lillard and McCollum are perimeter shooters. That's what they are, and they didn't do anything tonight. We'll talk about that shortly. Second chance points, again, off those offensive boards, 15-12 in favor of the Raptors. Again, they won the offensive rebound category. They won the second chance points. It's beautiful to see, guys. Fast break, Raptors usually win that. They won it again today, 18-10. Points off of the turnovers. This was the key. The Raptors had 13 turnovers, leading to 13 points for the Blazers. They had 12 turnovers, but the Raptors made them pay for it with 21 points off of their 12 turnovers. So great job by the Raptors there. Now, let's get to the stats for the Raps. All right, so Malcolm Miller actually started the game. I think he might have left the game, or unless they just took him out early. Pascal Siakam balled. Just 31 minutes. He had 36 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. The guy's incredible. 15 for 28, 2 of 3 from the line, 4 of 7 from 3. Had a steal, had a block. Had only 2 fouls in the ball game. Good to see for Pascal. +9 on the floor. Marc Gasol, I want to see him shoot more, but again, I liked his ball game today. I thought he was a lot better today than we've been used to seeing. He played 35 minutes. We had 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kind of an all-around, all-right game for Marc. Shot 3 of 10, 3 of 5 from 3, so shot the long ball well. And he had 4 blocks, did Marc Gasol. Huge inside. It went on Lillard. At least one on Lillard, and I know there was another one where Siakam was the primary defender and he came over to help and just rejected. I forgot which one that was. But 4 blocks for Gasol, great job by him, plus 6 on the floor. Norman Powell, as I said, he struggled today, had 2 points in 27 minutes, 7 boards. He was 0 of 6. Not very good was Norman Powell. He couldn't make a shot. He was 0 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. Those were his only 2 points. He did have 2 blocks in the ball game. It was only a -3, so he didn't really hurt the team in any way, but wasn't making his shots today was Norm. Fred VanVleet, he's a little bit of a different story than Norman Powell. Freddie, with his second 30-point game of the year, had 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 dimes. 10 of 16 shooting, 6 of 6 from the line, 4 of 6 from 3. He was dominant. 2 steals, a block. Plus 8 on the floor. Dominant. What the heck's that? Dominant. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And Terrence Davis, again, had to play a huge role. Played 31 minutes to TD2. And, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 of 10 shooting, 2 of 2 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Great job by Terrence Davis. Only the 1 turnover, only 2 fouls in 31 minutes, and he was a plus 19 on the floor. Terrence Davis, what a game from him, especially that, put the ball behind his back and then put it up and threw off the backboard. Beautiful play by Terrence Davis there. And to the man himself, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, who came out of nowhere and is impressed like crazy on this road trip so far. Like I said, 16, 11, and 1, 6 of 8 shooting, 4 of 4 from the line, 1 steal, 1 block, turned the ball over twice and had 2 fouls. But again, 26 minutes, not bad. Plus 10 when he was out there. Again, him and Terrence Davis, plus 19 and plus 10. They were out there and they were going to work. They were great. And also want to mention that one play by Hollis-Jefferson. Actually, a couple of them I want to mention, actually. The dunk and one. The beautiful dish from Freddie, and then he throws it down. Mean slam by Hollis-Jefferson. You see Freddie's jacked up. Look like his face he made in the playoffs. Ah! You saw that one he had in the playoffs against Golden State. That's kind of what the face he made there for Rondé. He loved it. I loved it. And then the way he kept the ball in. I think it might have been a block or a missed shot. But, it was going out of bounds. Hollis-Jefferson kind of runs out of bounds and pulls the ball back in, tackles the referee, but keeps the ball in play, gets it to the Raptors, or maybe it was a defensive play. And nonetheless, an incredible, I'm spitting all over the camera, people. I apologize for that. Oh my goodness, I'm getting too excited now. Too excited. But it's okay. Just an incredible game all around for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Effort, intensity, and as we said in the last couple of videos, guys, that was the problem with him and Stanley Johnson in preseason. They weren't showing the effort. They weren't showing anything, so they weren't playing. Now Rondé Hollis-Jefferson showing amazing defensive, mentalities, showing great defense out there, and it's leading to his offense. 16 and 11 today off the bench in only 26 minutes. Beast mode. He was awesome. Boucher didn't have a great game, 2 points. He had 7 rebounds in 14 minutes, but he shot 1 of 4. Nothing crazy there. Matt Thomas, 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting. He was 0 of 3 from 3. He doesn't have an off night very often, but he did there. Stanley Johnson played 5 minutes, 2 points, 3 boards. Not bad, actually, in that time. He was a plus 5 while he was out there. So, again, small steps for Stanley Johnson. Again, I don't know if he'll ever be anything for this team, but a very small sample there. 2 points, 3 boards in 5 minutes and a plus 5. I'll take that any day for Stanley Johnson. Great job there. Now, the final game of the road trip for the Toronto Raptors. The good news is we are hearing that OG Anunoby is expected to play in the final game of the road trip in Dallas to take on the Mavericks. Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, and the Dallas Mavericks. They're in Dallas on Saturday nights at 8:30 tip-off. The Raps, they find a way they're guaranteed a winning road trip. And the way things have gone on this trip, they find a way to... Well, they already won the road trip, which is incredible. But if they can find a way to beat Dallas in Dallas and go 4-1 on the trip, 3-1, or I guess it'd be 2-1, or it'd be 2. That would beat the Lakers. It would have been 3-1 without Lowry and Ibaka against the Lakers, the Mavericks, and the Trailblazers. If you could. That'd be incredible. But OG, like I said, is expected to play there on Saturday in Dallas. So it's good news there. All right, so guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed the game there this evening, because it was a lot of fun to watch, smack that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. Who is your MVP from today's ball game? I want to give it to a co-MVP to Freddie and Pascal because, I mean, like, I would have loved to say Pascal because he had 36, but Freddie put up 30 and 7, and he shot 10 of 16. I mean, that's incredible. He was remarkable. I want to give like a little bit of a shout out to Rondé and Terrence there. Those guys were incredible tonight. I want to hear your guys' thoughts though. Who's your MVP from today's ball game? What are your thoughts on this team? And what are you taking from this road trip right now? Because I'm taking this team is the real deal, and I like what I'm seeing. All right, so comment down below everything you guys want to talk about with this team. Twitter is down below for myself, guys. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff, and I will talk to you guys Leafs edition. It'll be on Friday night as the Leafs welcome in the Boston Bruins Scotiabank Arena on Friday, 7 o'clock puck drop there as the Buds look to get back into the win column and play a good hockey game, period. That's all I got to say about that. And as for the Raptors, like we talked about, they end their 5-game road trip, the longest road trip of the season, in Dallas, taking on the Mavericks. 8:30 tip-off there on Saturday night. Doncic, Porzingis. Do they play the night before? No, they do not. So there's no back-to-backs for either team. Portland was on a back-to-back today, but either way, Raptors did a great job. So yeah. All right, so Dallas, in Dallas, tomorrow on Saturday night as the Raps look for their second straight victory and a 4-1 road trip, which would be absolutely incredible. And to continue to win games without Lowry and Ibaka in the lineup, it shows a lot of character for this team. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.